You know that you are different, right? But are you an indigo child, a crystal child, or a starseed? In this video, you do not only learn what the three have in common and what are their differences, but also if you are one of them. And if so, which one? Hi, I'm Patricia Andrea. I'm a spiritual life coach, and I've always been so different that it hurt. So my childhood was not easy at all. I really did not fit into this world. So the topic today for me is really something that is dear to my heart, because I only understood when I was adult that there are souls here that are different than the mass that most people. So learning about it was really important for me, and I think for you as well, if you feel the same. So today I explain what are indigos, what are crystal children, and what are starseeds. We talk about their differences and also what they have in common, of course. And by the end of this video, I want also to emphasize on something that has to do with all the three of them, and that it's really important for you to know. But first, let's talk about what are indigo children, crystal children, and starseeds. The first time people talked about indigo children were in the 90s. There was a book, The Indigo Children, The New Kids Have Arrived. And it talked about these new children that arrived. They had this information from a psychic that saw that there were children born after 1970 that had another aura. They had an indigo aura, like a blue one. And after that, many other books were written about this topic. But it said that first the indigo children came, then the crystal ones, and then the starseeds. But that doesn't mean that it's in that way, and that if you are born, let's say in the year 2000, that you can't be an indigo child, or if you are born 1979, that you can't be a starseed or a crystal. So don't get stuck into this linear time frame. We are talking about souls here. We are not talking about now it's 12 o'clock and in an hour it's 1 o'clock. No, we are talking about souls, eternal souls, and they don't have a time. The time is not linear. So important for me here is to say it doesn't matter when you were born. It could be that you're still one of the other two. So, but why are these souls different than most people that are here on Earth? So the indigo and the crystal children are souls that are of a higher consciousness. The starseeds are the ones that come from another planet, from another star system. But the most important thing that all the three have in common is that they came here to help humanity, to change the frequency, to raise the consciousness, raise the vibration of the earth and the people on it. You may have known that we are going through the biggest change of all, and we are going from an old earth to a new earth, to the fifth dimension. And all these souls that came, the indigo, the crystal, the starseeds, came to help to do this change. And that leads us to the first sign that the three have in common. First sign is non-traditional thinking and acting and suffering. Because yes, all the three are not from here. They are not used to be here on Earth. Or they are so much evolved that they do not fit to the usual kind of people, to the people that are here and living this normal life, let's say. So all the three come here and have another way of thinking and of being. And that means, coming back to what I told in the beginning, that I was suffering as a child. I came here and I did not really understand how this works here. So I did not feel good. I did not understood how people can be violent, how people can be mean to each other. Why are they not seeing the big picture? For me, that was so difficult to see why they are not spreading love. Why are they the way they are? And I am so different. And as a child, that's not something funny. That can be really difficult, and you begin to think that you are not normal and that you are not at the right place, that you are not okay to be here. So the three have in common this non-traditional thinking, because they think differently, and that can lead to suffering in childhood or even later. So the indigo and the crystal children are so different and non-traditional because they are coming from, they have a higher consciousness. So let's say humanity is on this level on consciousness, and the indigo and crystal children are on higher consciousness. That doesn't mean that it's better. I'm always saying it's not that something is better or worse. No, it's just a higher consciousness. It's just broader. It's different. And the starseeds have this non-traditional thinking and maybe do not feel at home here because they aren't not from here. They have another origin. So they're already coming with an energy that is different than the people on Earth have. So they have already this other way of thinking. Sign number 2 that they have in common is sensitivity. All the 3 are highly sensitive. Usually they are highly sensitive people. They're sensitive to violence and when things are not fair, for example. They are also sensitive to energies. They can feel how someone feels. They are empaths. They feel the energy of a room. They feel when something is off. And the 3 have also 3 different sensitivities to energies, but we will talk about that in a minute when we talk about the specifics of the 3. What they have in common is also they are really self-reflective. So they are also sensitive to themselves. They know themselves. They can feel it. Sign number 3 that they have in common is they know they have a purpose here. When you are an indigo, a crystal child, or a starseed, you know deep within that you are here for a purpose. You have a mission. And it also can bring a lot of suffering because you feel deep down that there's more. You know you came here because of a reason, of a big reason. And a lot of time in life of these sensitive souls happens that they don't know what this reason is. And if you don't become conscious of it, or if you don't learn about these things, like here in the video, you stay unconscious and then you suffer because you feel that there is more. You feel that you're here for a big, big mission, but you can't fulfill it unless you begin to understand who you really are. Sign number 4 that they have in common is spirituality. Usually, indigo children, crystal children, and starseeds have this kind of spirituality already within them since they were born. Usually. Doesn't mean everyone, but usually they come already with a sense of that there is more. It's not only what you can see and perceive with your eyes and touch with your hands. No, there is more. There's something more to it. There must be a reason behind everything. There must be something that keeps all together. Or there must be a God. There must be something spiritual. There are others that don't have this from birth on, but they will have a spiritual awakening. So one or the other have to be. There's no one indigo, crystal, or starseed that goes through life and don't have this kind of spirituality. So one day or the other, it has to happen. For example, my mother told me that when I was really young, I did not ask her how are babies made. I asked her, where was I before I came here into this body, in your body? What was I doing before? Where do I came from? My mother was really shocked about this question because, of course, she did not know the answer. The funny thing is that she answered, you came from a star. You were a star over there. So that's really a cute little story. That's why I never had a spiritual awakening in the way that other people have them, because I already came to Earth like this. But that doesn't mean that I'm better or that this is the better way of doing it. No, it is just one way of doing it, one way of being. And other people, other starseeds, indigos, and crystal children, they have the spiritual awakening sometime in their life. And then they begin to understand not only that there is more to life than what we see, but also that they really have a mission. That was not only something that was nudging them inside. No, they really have one. And sign number 5 that they have in common is that all 3 usually decide things from the heart and not from the mind. They know that there is a connection with the heart. And it doesn't mean that they do not do a lot of decisions with the head, but usually they feel that there's something off, that this is not where we are meant to be all the time. They feel that things have to come from love, from the heart. So they begin also to understand that there is a connection between everything. And this also can happen early in life or later in life, but it's something that is different from the mass, from usually other people that are really more head focused than heart focused. So do you already know that you're one of the 3? I'm pretty sure because you're watching this video, but now we'll find out if you're an indigo child, a crystal child, or if you're a starseed. Let's dive into the specifics of an indigo child. First of all, you're a rebel. If you think about the book that came out in the 90s about indigo children, the psychic that gave this information said that the children, the souls that are indigo children, came after the year 1970. And if you think about this generation, they were the first to change the world, to change this traditional old way of being, this really small way of thinking, to a broader view. I also would say that A lot of hippies maybe were indigo children, even if they were born before 1970, but they were the ones to shake things up. They were the rebels. And so if you're an indigo child, you are a rebel. When you see something that does not work an old way, you just rebel against it. So this is a big sign. Second, you are here to change social structures. And of course, it goes hand in hand with being a rebel. But you are interested in social situations, in social structures, and you have the urge to change them. You are maybe also doing something in your life to change them. Maybe you have done it, or you feel that that could be your mission. And if you're an indigo child, it is your mission. You are here to change social structures. And that can be different things. It could be the school system. It could be how people treat each other. It could be your community where you live. They are doing things in such an old way, and you know that this can't be okay. You have to go forward. That it's not the way it could be. So you're not only interested in social issues, but also in justice. You feel when something is right, when something is fair, and when something is not okay. When people don't treat each other or something the way they could do it. Sign number 3 that you're an indigo child is that you question authority. You already question authority since you can remember, right? So you begin already to ask, like, why do I have to do what the teacher is saying? Is there a reason behind? Is that really something that I have to do? Like, if maybe authorities told you a reason and said, you know, you have to do this because of this and this and this, like a good reason, maybe for your safety or so you can learn more or something, then it was kind of okay for you. But if someone just says you have to do it because you have to do it, because it's the way it is, that's not working with an indigo. That's really not working. So you always question authority. Sign number 4 that you're an indigo child is you have a strong intuition. You may have even visionary dreams, or you know when things could happen. You feel when you are on your right path or not. You can feel it inside your belly, in your intuition, that something is wrong or something is right. So you have a really big intuition. And important is as an indigo child that you listen to it. You listen to this intuition because you're right. It is something that tells you what is right for you and what is wrong for you. What will lead you to a life that you like and a life that you don't like. And sign number 5 that you're an indigo child is that you have a strong connection to nature. You love being outside in nature. And sometimes you even prefer being in nature with animals or with the trees than being with people. So you have this strong connection to the earth and to nature. Maybe you live at the beach somewhere. Maybe you love to be to walk on the beach and be at the sea. Maybe you love to go to the forest. Maybe you have animals at home. You're just so connected to nature that you know that there is this special connection that you maybe don't see in others. They maybe don't have it, but you have it. You feel that nature is your home. So do you think you're an indigo child? Let me know in the comments down below. Now let's go to the crystal children. Sign number 1 that you're a crystal child is that you are a natural healer. You may even working as a healer or helping people, or you may not. Maybe you're not even conscious about that you are a healer. But when your presence comes somewhere, when you are somewhere with other people, you are healing. You are a natural healer. You don't even have to do it consciously. It just happens. So you heal through your work or through your presence. And also you bring peace. You may feel that when you enter a room, things get better. People maybe that are fighting are not fighting anymore. So you just have this aura and this presence that change people, that help them, that heal them. Sign number 2 that you're a crystal child. You are really good in nonverbal communication and even telepathy. Telepathy? I have no idea if this is pronounced correctly, but I'm sure you know what I mean. So when you're a crystal child, you can read others. You know when they are lying, you know what they really mean with what they are saying. You read between the words, between the phrases. You can see it. You are an expert in nonverbal communication. You see or you feel when someone is saying one thing but means something else. You can see it because of the movement they are doing. You can see it in their eyes. You can feel it. So you can also say it is telepathy because you sometimes even know what other people think. So it can be telepathy, but it can also just be that you read the energy of people. Sign number 3 that you are a crystal child is that you love art. You are artsy. You love to create something beautiful. And it can be you like to draw, you like to paint, you like to make music. It can be anything that is art. So you're making the world a more beautiful place. Sign number 4 that you are a crystal child is that you are connected to nature and even more to stones and crystals. Like the indigo children, you are connected to nature. But what you have also more than an indigo child is that you love crystals, you love stones. You just feel their energy. You feel good around stones, around rocks. For the people, they may be things that just do not live. They're there, stones. They are nothing. But for you, they feel good. For you, they bring you peace. Or crystals, they have their special energies. So you're really connected to crystal, stones, and even rocks and mountains. So do you think you're a crystal child? Let me know in the comments down below. And now we come to the starseeds. Sign number 1 that you're a starseed. You have a feeling of not belonging here. So that can mean that you never felt at home. You may have said, I am not at the right place. I'm not made to be here. And that it's because you're not from here. You usually came here, that's your first life here, and you had many other lives somewhere else, but this first time here on Earth. So the things are different, the energies are different, everything is just much more dense. People are different, so they are acting in a way that you are not used to. So maybe they are violent, and you are not used to violence where you come from, because there is more love, people are more connected, the people know that they are coming from source, that they are all one, not like here on Earth where we're all separated. So you feel that there's another energy that can be really difficult because it's a feeling that you do not belong here. Sign number 2 that you're starseeds, you feel energies and you can be affected by them. So that means when you come to a room and there's people that don't feel good or they are fighting, even if they do like nothing happened and they're just talking to you, when you leave that room, you are affected from that energy. You do not feel good about yourself anymore. You are maybe angry. You are sad. There are a lot of emotions and energies that affect you. Maybe you have an emotion, you don't know where does it come from. And that's something typical for a starseed because you pick up so much. So you cannot only read the energies and feel them and sense them, but you're also affected by them. Sign number 3 that you are starseeds, you have psychic abilities. It can be that you can see the future, that you like to read tarot cards, that you can sense what people are feeling and where they are heading. It can be that you can read energies when you arrive to a house and you know what happened in that house. So just one of the psychic abilities. You are really psychic. And sign number 4 that you are a starseed, you are connected to the universe and the stars. And that's a big difference to the indigos and the crystal children because they are really connected to the earth and to nature. But as a starseed, you of course love nature and you will feel a lot of peace when you're, let's say, in a forest or touching animals or just being with nature, immersed into nature. But you have a stronger connection to what's up there. You look at the stars and you feel maybe even homesick. You feel the stars, the universe. You watch documentaries about what happens out there in space. Like all these things, you feel just really, really connected to what is up there. So do you think you're a starseed? Let me also know in the comments down below. So now you know what they all have in common. You know what are their specifics, their differences. But now something really important. It doesn't matter who of the 3 you are. It doesn't matter if you're an indigo child, a crystal child, or a starseed. It just matters that you are here. And that you are one of the 3. Because when you are one of the 3, you are here to raise consciousness. You're here to help humanity. You're here to bring love, peace, and understanding into this world. And that is what it's needed right now. And it's needed because we are ascending all together. We are ascending. So you as an indigo, a crystal, or a starseed, you are helping more people. Every person that you touch with your way of being, with your way of thinking, changes. And when they change, they have the possibility to also change their frequency. So if you look in history, what happens during the last 100 years, you can see that a lot changed after the year 70. So it changed a lot. The frequency rose since indigos are here, since crystals are here, and since star seeds are here. So if you look at humanity, how they evolved, it's going faster and faster and higher and higher. So these 3 souls are here to help do that. And I'm sure you're one of them. Please let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that topic. Even if you know if you're one of the three, or if it doesn't matter for you, please know. And if you want to know what you can do to consciously shift to the 5th dimension, to the new Earth, watch this video next. Thank you for being here on Earth with me. See you next one. Bye.